I'm going to show you how you can reduce the costs of your API calls with ChatGPT 3.5 and potentially version 4 as soon as the API is released. With version 3.5, what we do is we string messages to have a conversation. So as a role, we send a user as the content of our question, and then we receive the answer back from the assistant, which is the AI. And then we send another question, and we keep adding these up and up and up. And as you can imagine, each word here is worth 1 token, and 1,000 tokens costs around 6 cents. So if we can take away half of these words or even a quarter of them, we'll be saving quite a bit of money. So to start this off, what we want to do is we want to install a couple of packages. Those packages will be Flask, OpenAI, and NLTK. So to do that, we run pip install Flask, NLTK, and OpenAI. Then from here, we want to start importing those in. So we do from Flask, import Flask, request, and JSON, and then we want to import OpenAI, and we also want to import NLTK. Now from here, we actually want to start downloading these stop words. Now these stop words are the words like for, to, of, a, and these are the ones that we're going to be ripping out of our sentences. And for this, we also need to download the punct dictionary as well. From here, we need to import these stop words. So we can do from nltk.corpus import stop words, and then stop words will be equal to set stop words, and then we want to define the dictionary we're going to use. So we're just going to be using English. Then also we need to start importing word tokenizers and detokenizers. So from nltk.tokenize, we want to import the word tokenizer. And then from nltk.tokenize.treebank, we want to import the treebank word detokenizer. So I'm just going to remove these lines from here now. So now we've done that, we can actually start creating the application. So to do this, we do app equals Flask, and that's underscore underscore name underscore underscore. And then we need to import our OpenAI key. So we do OpenAI.API key, and that will be equal to the API key that you get from OpenAI. So that's the setup done. Now we can start actually creating the endpoints to get the data and also to remove the stop words. So let's create a root. So at app.root, and that's going to be, currently we're just going to have that as a slash, and we want to define a method. That method is going to be equal to an array with post, because we're only going to be posting data to this. And then we want to define a function, and we call that Chatbot. So now we need to actually create a collection, because what we're going to do is we're going to break up the response into lots of little bits, and then we want to rebuild it. So I'm going to create a variable called collection. That's just going to be an empty array for now. And then we want to loop through the actual response that we are sending to our server. So we do for res in json.loads, and then we want the request.data, and then we want to give that a strict type, and then we want to return the messages from the body. So here we want to start tokenizing our words. So we do word underscore tokens, and that will be equal to word tokenizer, and then res and content. Then we want to actually filter the words out from the stop words. So to do this, it's a nice little one-liner. We can do filtered sentence, and that will be equal to w for w in word tokens, if not w.lower in stop words. And now that's removed all of these stop words from the sentence, we need to rebuild the data back up. So we say collection.append, and this will be an object inside of here, and we'll have role, and that will be equal to res and role. And then we'll have content, which will be equal to the tree bank, detokenizer, because what we're doing is we're converting this back into an actual sentence, and we want to detokenize the filtered sentence that we created above. So I'm just going to print out, you don't need to do this bit, but I'm going to print out the new collection that we've created just so we can see the difference that we've made. And then I'm going to start sending this data to OpenAI. So I'm going to create a response. That'll be equal to OpenAI dot chat completion dot create. And then we need to define the model that we're going to be using. So for this example, we'll be using the GPT 3.5 Turbo. So GPT-3.5-Turbo. That's currently the latest one on the market. And the messages we're going to be sending it will be equal to that collection that we created above. Fix my typo there. And then what we can do is we can return this data back to our API. So what we do is return response and then choices. We return the first instance inside of there and then the message that sends back. So if we hit save, and down at the bottom here in the terminal, we can run flask --app main and then run. So main is the name of the file that we're actually creating. So let's hit enter. Hopefully we don't get any errors. So I have got an error here, so it's methods, not method. Rerun this. So our server's now up and running. We're running on port 5000 on IP 127.0.0.1. So if we open Postman up, we can see that we've got all this data here. If I now click send on this, I spelled GPT, click save, close this and rerun. We hit send again. We can see that what is your name has been reduced to just name. And then the long sentence here from the AI has just been cut down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 words instead of the 20 odd words that are here. And then this last question that we asked, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words in, we've reduced down to only 5. So we're saving approximately 25 to 50% worth of data there, and we're getting about the same response from ChatGPT. Now this won't give you the exact same results as asking the full question, but if you're looking to save a couple of pence or a couple of pounds, depending on how large your responses are going to get, this is definitely the way to go. If you found this video useful, hit the subscribe and the like button, and check out this video on screen now to learn more about ChatGPT. Thank you for watching.